There's a holdup in the Bronx, Brooklyn's broken out in fights. There's a traffic jam in Harlem that's backed up to Jackson Heights. There's a scout troop short a child, cruise ships do, and I go wild. Car 54, where are you?
Patrolman Nelson and Hamilton.
Sit down, man. Excuse me, you're the 50th radio car team I've interviewed since I started this investigation.
Investigation?
Yes. Why you radio car men asked to be split up after an average of only about a year and a half. Now, you two, you've been together 16 months, and I understand you've just asked to be transferred to other partners. I'm trying to find out why. Why do teams break up?
Well, sir, it's just that you're cooped up together in a patrol car 8 hours a day, 6 days a week. It's the little things that get you.
He's a foot tapper.
Foot tapper?
He keeps tapping his foot. Every night, all I dream about is a gigantic big toe tapping away.
He's a glove compartment opener. All he does is open and close that glove compartment 1,000 times a day. Click, click, click.
Tap, tap, tap.
Click, click, click.
Please, I'm trying to find... Yes, Morgan.
Sir, here are those final statistics you asked for.
Oh, yes. What is the average time that partners stay together?
16 months, 3 days, except...
Except what?
Well, it'll come out to 16 months, 3 days when we get this obvious error corrected from the 53rd Precinct.
An error?
See, their records show the two partners have been together without a single transfer for 9 years.
9 years? Obviously, they meant 9 months.
Yes, sir.
Wait, we better check this. Get me the captain of the 53rd Precinct. 9 years. Patrolman Gunther Toody and Francis Muldoon. Car 54.
Beautiful dream, hark unto me. You're all right, Francis. You get that last boom right on the nose.
It's a cinch, Gunther, when you're following a man with perfect pitch.
Thanks, Francis. Oh, look at that sports car. Jumping, Jehoshaphat. How'd you like to be behind the wheel of that baby? Hey, that reminds me, I got my brother-in-law's new car over the weekend, and I noticed it's due for a 1,000-mile checkup. But the thing is, it hasn't been driven 1,000 miles yet. It's been driven only 985 miles. Now, if I wait, the garage will be closed over the weekend, and then it'll be over 1,000 miles. So the question is, should I take it in for a 1,000-mile checkup now, before I drive 1,000 miles? Or should I wait and take a chance and get past the 1,000-mile mark? Say 1,010. But then it wouldn't be a 1,000-mile checkup no more. I wonder if they got a 1,010-mile checkup.
White wall tires, green sedan. What was the license number? How do you know it was your brother-in-law? Where does he live?
53rd Precinct. Who? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Captain Block. It's for you. It's Chief Bradley from headquarters.
Headquarters calling me? What's wrong?
He didn't say it.
I'll take it in my office. Abrams, if you've been covering up for somebody...
Hello, Captain Block? No, nothing wrong. I'm just checking an error in one of your reports.
An error? Yes, sir, we've got 2 men, Toody and Muldoon. Toody and Muldoon. Headquarters finally found out about them. Yes, sir. How long have they been together? Let me see, sir. I have it on the tip of my tongue. I would say they have been partners now. They've been together. Oh, yes, I have it right in front of me, sir. They have been partners, I would say, well, they have 9 years.
They've been together 9 years?
Yes, sir. Why, sir?
Why? Captain, do you realize that the average radio patrol team stays together only 16 months? 9 years? Captain, I'll be down at your precinct station first thing in the morning. I want everything that you have in the files on Toody and Muldoon. That'll be all.
Yes, sir. Trouble? Do you ever hear from headquarters if it isn't trouble? Why didn't you tell me Toody and Muldoon have been together for 9 years?
I don't know. They've just always been together. You never think of them apart, Captain.
Well, headquarters does. Every other team gets shifted around every 16 months, they tell me. We got a team that's been together for 9 years. No wonder downtown thinks I'm goofing off. Chief Bradley of personnel will be down here tomorrow morning, first thing. And they don't come up to the Bronx for the country air.
But Toody and Muldoon never asked to be transferred.
They never asked to be transferred. Got to do something to split them up by tomorrow morning.
Captain, you mean that I ought to ride with somebody else? Get another partner instead of Gunther? You're joking.
No. For a change, it'd do you good. Now, confidentially, how can you stand Toody's incessant chattering?
His chattering? Oh, that's the best thing about Gunther. He chatters away. The long, tedious days just seem to fly by. Captain, I'd be lost without Gunther. Is there anything else?
No. Nothing else.
Don't you think it's time you got another partner?
You mean right along with someone next to me that's not Muldoon?
I believe that's what's meant by getting a new partner.
Oh, but we're used to each other.
Well, why couldn't you get used to somebody else?
Ooh, it's hard to explain, eh? After 9 years, you get used to the habits of each other. Like, this is a little thing, but Francis knows that I like gum, and every day he brings me gum.
A new partner would bring you gum, too. I would see to it.
It wouldn't be the same. I'd know that the new guy was bringing me gum because you told him to bring me gum. I mean, well, there's a big difference between thoughtful gum and forced gum.
Toody, White, come in.
Excuse me, Captain. I was wondering how long you're going to be. You see, I always drive Gunther home. Otherwise, he has to ride a crowded bus. It gives him a headache.
Bingo.
Coming, Gunther.
Coming, Francis.
Here's your gum.
Oh, thank you.
Let's go.
I can't do it. I can't break up a friendship like that.
I know.
Together 9 years. If we can find out these psychological elements these men have that make them fit together so well.
Here's their latest physicals.
Oh, where's the character analysis? Toody, Gunther J., married. Extrovert, busybody, talks incessantly.
Why should Captain Block want to split up me and Muldoon? Unless
you still on that?
Unless Muldoon asked him to.
Oh, shame on you, Gunther. A nice, quiet man like Francis?
Sure, he's quiet. Now I know why. For 9 years, he's been sitting alongside of me just thinking how to get rid of me.
But, Gunther, he's your friend.
Look, he's got a right to get rid of me if he wants to. But why does he have to do it in that underhanded way? Why couldn't he come right out to me and say, Gunther, I want to get rid of you because you're a big windbag, a blabbermouth, and a bore. And 9 years is enough with a slob like you. That would be the nice way to do it.
Muldoon, Francis A., single, lives with mother. Introvert, quiet, good-natured.
Don't tell me how nice Gunther is. Does a nice guy behind your back go to the captain and ask to be transferred? Oh, he never fooled me for a minute with that cheerful, just a big kid act. I knew he's a sneak 9 years ago, the first day we went on duty, when he sneaked behind the wheel without asking me if I wanted to drive.
Really, Chief Bradley, I don't deserve any credit at all.
For keeping 2 men together for 9 years, it's wonderful. First bright spot in my investigation. I want to study Toody and Muldoon so that we can learn better how to pair off our patrol car officers. Oh, this is Lieutenant Benton of Public Relations.
Nice human interest story. 2 patrolmen together for 9 years. Good for the department.
Well, they ought to be getting here any minute. They always arrive together. They're inseparable.
Hey, Muldoon, sign this 806, will you? Hey, where's Toody?
How should I know? Look in there. He's probably sitting in the captain's lap, whispering more lies in his ear.
Muldoon! Toody, didn't Muldoon drive you to work?
I came by bus. You'd meet a nicer class of people. Excuse me, I have to sign in.
I can't understand it.
All right, let's go. Can't you spell your own name? Toody, 2 O's and a D, like an ooh, what a dummy.
I know how to spell my name. I know a lot of things you don't think I know, Mr. Know-it-all.
Things like what?
I know a lot of things you don't think I know. And don't ask me what things, just things.
Yeah. Well, I happen to know a few things, too, sneaky.
You're sneaky yourself.
Oh, that was a clever remark. Of course, you do your best work when you have a man's back is turned.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Chief, I don't know what to say.
So that's the secret of what keeps two men together. Hatred.
But, Chief, they really love each other. Why, only yesterday you should have heard what they said when I had them in my office and I was So that's it. Each one thinks the other one came to me and...
And what?
Nothing. Wait here, Chief. Wait here.
Those are very delicate sentiments coming from a guy who eats corned beef and cabbage with his hands. You leave more grease on the steering wheel than we got in a transmission.
Oh, shut up.
Shut up yourself.
Oh, yeah?
Wait, fellas.
Captain, I'm putting in a request for a new partner.
Me too.
Now, will you two listen to me? I have a confession to make. This is personal. Do you mind? Now, look, calling you in yesterday, trying to get you to split up was all my idea.
Your idea?
You mean Francis didn't ask you to?
I made a mistake. Now that this foolishness is over, before you go on duty, Chief Bradley wants to talk to you downstairs, each of you. He'll be in my office.
Gosh, Gunther, and I thought that you went... Gosh, I was miserable. I didn't sleep a wink last night.
Oh, me too. I stayed up. I watched the Late Show.
So did I.
Hey, wasn't it wonderful the way Richard Barthelmess flew that plane over the mountains and he redeemed himself? I think he redeemed himself in this picture much better than Lou Ayres redeemed himself in that picture in Donovan's Brain. Well, he sure can redeem himself. But I guess it's easy for him. They keep giving him parts where he redeems himself, and he gets good at it. You take an actor who gets parts that are nice and easy. Then they hit him with a part where he has to redeem himself. He's lost. I remember where Cary Grant had to redeem himself. You know how I feel about Cary Grant. But I gotta say, he didn't redeem himself too. Now, William Holden.
But this is extraordinary, Officer Toody. In the 9 years that you men have been together, Muldoon has never done anything that has gotten on your nerves?
Absolutely nothing, sir. Can I go now? Francis gets nervous if I keep him waiting.
In just a minute. I want every fact. In interviewing hundreds of men, we found that they never break up over big issues. It's always the little things.
Oh, that's silly. Letting little things break up friendships.
Well, it certainly is. Now, for instance, here's a man who wanted to change to another patrol car because he said his partner blew his nose too much.
Oh, Francis blows his nose, too. But not too much. Not too little, either. Oh, Francis blows his nose just enough.
Well, I can see why you two men got along so well for so long. Well, I wish I had more facts here, but obviously there's nothing Muldoon does that disturbs you.
Absolutely nothing, sir.
Yes?
Well, there's one little thing. Oh, it's nothing. It's not even worth mentioning.
No, well, what is it?
Well, Francis pulls his ear a lot.
How does he pull his ear, like this?
Oh, no, sir. When Muldoon pulls his ear, he really pulls it. Oh.
And that doesn't get on your nerves?
Oh, not at all, sir. I wouldn't even brought it up, but you said you wanted every little detail.
You say you can't think of anything, not a single thing that Toody does or says that bothers you in the least?
No, sir, not one single thing.
Well, that's truly amazing. Thank you, Muldoon. That'll be all.
Thank you, sir.
Yes?
Now that I think of it, there is one very little thing that he does.
Tell me about it.
Well, Toody has an expression he uses, but it really doesn't bother me that much.
What is this expression he uses?
Jumpin' Jehoshaphat.
Jumpin' Jehoshaphat? When does he say Jumpin' Jehoshaphat?
Oh, he doesn't say Jumpin' Jehoshaphat much at all. Just once in a while, and it doesn't bother me. Like, for instance, we'll be riding along and he'll say, Jumpin' Jehoshaphat, look out for that car. Jumpin' Jehoshaphat, you just missed him. Jumpin' Jehoshaphat, be careful. He does say it quite a bit, doesn't he?
Yes, well, thank you, Muldoon. That'll be all.
You're welcome, sir.
Yes?
There's another thing he's always saying. He says, ooh, ooh.
Ooh, ooh?
He says, ooh, ooh, more than he says jumping Jehoshaphat.
Ooh, ooh, huh?
Yeah, you know, like he'll say, ooh, ooh, look at that pretty girl, or ooh, ooh, I'm out of cigarettes.
When he says ooh, ooh, and jumping Jehoshaphat, it doesn't bother you?
No, sir, it's never bothered me at all. The only reason I brought it up was because you asked about that sort of thing.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Well?
Wonderful, just
I'm
wonderful.
going to contact the newspapers. It's a natural. The human side of the police department.
Jumping Jehoshaphat. What a nice day. Ooh, ooh. Look at that big St. Bernard.
Gunther, would you please not...
Would I please not what?
Nothing. Forget it.
Jumping Jehoshaphat. It's 4 o'clock already.
Gunther, I'm your friend, right?
Oh, my best friend. Why?
If I ask a favor of you, you won't get mad, will you?
Jumping Jehoshaphat. Why should I get mad?
Would you please stop saying jumping Jehoshaphat?
Would I please stop saying what?
Stop saying jumping Jehoshaphat.
Do I say that?
Just now and then.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't even know I was saying it. Sorry if it bothers you.
No, it's never really bothered me. I probably shouldn't have mentioned it. It's just a habit you got into.
Yeah, we all get into funny little habits, don't we? You're here, Rich?
No, why?
Yeah, I just wondered. Your ear doesn't itch. Why do you keep pulling it?
Was I didn't even know I was doing it.
Oh, I'm sorry. You got a right to pull your ear if you want. Go ahead and pull it.
I don't want to pull it.
Go ahead. You can pull it.
I don't want to pull my ear.
Well, that's up to you. Feel free.
Thanks a lot.
That's a new one.
What's a new one?
You're pulling your nose now.
I'm not pulling my nose. I'm rubbing my nose.
Oh, don't get mad. I thought maybe you didn't know about it. I just wanted to point it out to you.
I was not pulling my nose. I was rubbing my nose.
That's the difference. Pulling, rubbing, it's all the same.
It's not the same.
Okay, okay. Ooh, ooh. Look at that car.
I saw that car, and would you please stop saying that stupid ooh, ooh?
I'll say ooh, ooh anytime I want to say ooh, ooh. Ooh, ooh.
Okay, smart guy.
There. How do you like that? Well, you can play the same game. You want to get nasty, huh? Jump at Jehoshaphat. Jump at Jehoshaphat!
Nothing sensational. What I want is a nice, warm story about the friendship and loyalty of two men.
Should be coming off duty any minute.
Oh, yes. And I want a picture of the captain with the boys.
No. This is their show. Now, look, why don't you take the picture as they walk in? They always come in arm in arm.
That's a good idea. Here they come. In the photographer's room.
Who you pushing?
A big blabbermouth, that's who.
Ooh, ooh. Jump at Jehoshaphat. Let me take a shot at it. I've been waiting for this for 9 years.
Big mouth. I'd like to see you try it. I've been waiting 9 years, too.
Stop it!
Get him to my office. Right, Chief.
Get him, please. No.
I'll give you a statement later. I know.
I really don't.
No. Look, I'll give you a statement later, don't you see? All right,
Charming. That was a charming picture of true friendship and devotion. You sure made me look good.
I'm sorry, Captain. Just get me another partner and you'll have no more trouble out of me.
Starting tomorrow, you'll have another partner. If Chief Bradley reports this to the commissioner, it may be me.
I'm sorry, Captain.
The incident is closed. Toody, starting tomorrow, your new partner will be Nicholson.
Nicholson. What a wonderful guy. What a lucky break.
Muldoon, your new partner will be O'Hara.
O'Hara? Oh, gee, he's about the nicest guy I could think of.
All right, fine. Now shake hands. Shake hands, that's an order. Now that's the last I want to hear about this. Dismissed.
O'Hara.
Boy, what a beautiful day, huh? You a Yankee fan, Muldoon?
You been following the situation in Europe? You know we've been riding in this car for 5 hours and you haven't said one word? Are you ever going to say anything? I mean, say something, for gosh sake. Say something.
Say something about what?
Hey, you're doing fine. You talked. Keep it up. That's it, huh? Finished talking for the day, huh?
Maybe I'll think of something tomorrow.
Not with me, you won't.
Well, I went over to his house and they had a cocker spaniel there. Well, this isn't the same cocker spaniel that I told you about the last time. This is a different cocker spaniel. And this cocker spaniel, he kept looking at me while I was eating. I think I was eating from his plate or something. He just kept looking, see. But you can see the way he looked. That really, way down deep, this cocker spaniel, he didn't believe he was a cocker spaniel. He wanted to be something else. But he wasn't a bad dog, but he just kept looking at me all the time. My brother-in-law talks a lot, but I don't care. He isn't a bad fellow. He meets a lot of crazy people when he goes fishing. He met one fellow one day. I'll never forget, he was telling me about him. His name was Ed. No, I'm sorry, it wasn't Ed. His name was Ted.
Toody.
Ted Amulet. What?
Shut up! Personally, I've always liked little Bridget better than Marilyn Monroe. How do you feel about it? Not interested in women either, huh? How about basketball? You're a tall guy. You must have played basketball. Want to talk about basketball? No. Nah.
Beautiful dreamer.
What was that? Was that you? Did you actually say something?
I was just thinking of something.
You know something? I'm funny that way. Gotta stop my circulation. On the other hand, my stockings keep falling down. I try to get Bobby socks, but they don't sell them for men. You know, they should. You're not listening, are you?
What?
You're not listening, are you?
No.
Captain, have a heart.
Will you hold it, man?
Look, Captain, we're willing to risk our lives, even go beyond the call of duty. But asking us to ride with Toody and Muldoon, that's just too much.
Captain, riding with Muldoon is spooky. He never says a word. The day I rode with him, we arrested a bookmaker who called me a dirty, rotten cop. I could have kissed him. At least he talked to me.
And you can't shut Toody up. The day I rode with him, he talked for 8 solid hours about how he used to wear suspenders, but now he wears a belt. 8 hours!
We've had it. Hold it, men, hold it. Let's face it, men. The only one who can ride with Toody is Muldoon. The only one who can ride with Muldoon is Toody. We've got to get them together in car 54 again.
53rd to dispatch. Send car 22, 807, and 54 to Marmion and East 175th Street. Accident. Over and out.
Hey, Toody, come in. Toody, will you make out the report? I'll check the damage.
Sure. Muldoon, will you take the facts? I'll check the witnesses.
Sure.
Come here.
What happened?
I was driving along maybe 8 or 9 miles an hour, and this guy came from out of nowhere.
Nowhere? I was right in the park.
All right, what's the license?
I guess that takes care of it.
Well, that's it. Oh, jump and jump.
Go ahead.
Oh, jump at Jehoshaphat, beautiful dreamer.
Bum, 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 bum.
Go on. Oh, beautiful dreamer. Hey, I took my brother-in-law's car in for that 1,000-mile check. And it actually was 1,010 miles, but they did it for me anyway. They're real nice. They give me that 10-mile break, you know.
There's a holdup in the Bronx. Brooklyn's broken out in fights. There's a traffic jam in Harlem that's backed up to Jackson Heights. There's a scout troop short a child. Cruise ships do and I go wild. Car 54, where are